Morning, everyone. My name is Dave Briscoe. I'm VP Sales Telehandler Group for Skyjack, and I'm pleased to announce that the VR Series is back. Those that maybe are not fully aware, Skyjack was successful in acquiring the VR Series Telehandler earlier this year. The 4 models, of which we have on display the 642 today. Included in that group is the 843. The 1044 and the 1056. So that was, as I said, announced and acquired earlier this year. The entire production of the tooling, jigs, and fixtures and equipment was moved up from the Shippensburg, PA. These machines are now produced in Guelph, Ontario, or 45 minutes west of Toronto. The new facility actually is that we have acquired is a new 300,000 square foot building, of which the Zoom Boom Telehandler product line, and I'll talk about that when I do that presentation later. The VR Telehandler line and their new boom product and the recon facility is now under one building in Guelph, Ontario. As I mentioned in the background, and certainly for, again, those that are aware, this is formerly the Ingersoll Rand Telehandler Series, acquired by Volvo, and then Skyjack purchased the product line from Volvo earlier this year. What you see here is the same product and design as was earlier under the Ingersoll Rand ownership. The only changes to date is the exterior change to the color combination of the Skyjack ownership. Our current plans are to continue production of all 4 models, obviously looking at product improvement as we hear from our VR dealers. We are in the middle right now of finalizing a number of those contracts successfully, and we'll have approximately about 12 to 14 new dealers on board by year end, plus the Volvo Construction Equipment Services stores that are part of the agreement when the line is acquired from Volvo. So I'm just going to go through this product with you. I feel I'll be fairly versed in what I know about this product. Obviously, from my background, being 12 years with Zoom Boom, I'm certainly up to speed on that line, but I'll certainly give you an overview and welcome your questions when I get to the end. Right off the top, they use a very, the philosophies are very similar, we feel, between the VR line and the Zoom Boom line. In this case, for the VR line, a very heavy-duty frame design and a heavy-duty boom design, which have been trademarks of the VR line for years. Taking it from this side before we switch over, we've got component-wise, we run a Cummins 110 turbo Tier 3 engine. The entire line had gone through Tier 3 transition before the acquisition, so obviously it was nice that we didn't have that engineering work in hand when the purchase was made. We run Dana axles 212 series on this machine, and we run a Dana transmission T12000 3-speed power shift transmission. Those lines, just for the cross-reference in data on the axles, the transmission, and the engines are common between both brands and for Skyjack today. We run this is the frame leveling cylinder, 12 degrees left and right of center. Behind here we have grease fittings that allows the greasing of the front trunnion of the axle. In this position, it was located right here behind the frame leveling cylinder. This unit runs 13 by 24 drive tires. This particular unit here on display does have foam fill in the machine, as we validated yesterday during the weight test. Tanks, we have on the fuel and hydraulic, we run a 35-gallon diesel fuel tank, and we run a 40-gallon hydraulic fuel tank. And the tanks are inside the overall width of the machine. They're inside of the drive and steer tire, protected from outside potential damage. Overall width of this unit is 102 wide. It's 95 inches high. The wheelbase on this unit is 120 inches on this particular model. I had Mike assisting me today set this machine up right at what we call the standard 0-degree boom angle for normal travel operation. One of the key features of this model is a true 360-degree visibility, with the opportunity for the operator to be able to see the regular tire in a reverse position. in that respect. It has a good underclearance, 16 inches underclearance for the unit to minimize any obstruction issues that would come up. The frame on this boom is an A-frame design. So as I said, it does add to the visibility factor for the operator on a full 360-degree spectrum. There's a plate back here that does protect the rear cylinders, which are the self-leveling cylinders for the port carriage. The actual lift cylinders are heavy-duty design. They're center-mounted on the boom. It's similar throughout the entire line, the 6.8 and the 210s. And I'll have this one. Yeah, we'll just have, in this case, Chris slide the cover forward. It's a mid-mounted design on 2 rails. It's a fiberglass cover that does slide completely forward for full access for oil, filter, radiator checks, and eye-level view for the mechanic involved.
With the boom down.
With the boom down, correct. Boom down in this position as well. So we're not actually all the way down in this position, but if I were to lower the boom down further, I still have access to the engine compartment. Okay? Maybe you could just show that much for us. Just take the boom back up and just drop the forks down on the angle. Thanks. A little bit of forward tilt, but I'm basically just, proving what I mentioned about the access with the boom all the way down. In the back as well here, we have Zerk grease fittings that allow us also to grease the rear axle trunnion mounts as well on the rear. Again, it's a Dana 212 axle on the front and rear. As I said, design-wise, this is the identical model to what has been successful in the market for many years, other than, at this point, to say the exterior cosmetic change with the Skyjack ownership. Any questions on this side before I ask Mike to turn the machine around?
Are these elliptical bearings?
I'm not sure on that guy. Yeah, I think they're oblique. Yeah, they are. Yeah. There's also, in this design, the VR Series also supplies a cylinder protection piece, so when the boom is up in the air, they do provide this standard in all the machines to be able to put that in front of the main lift cylinder as a safety issue during any repair work required.
Dave, what are the various height sizes of the VR line?
So this is a 642, so commonality 6,000 pounds, 42 feet, and I will just put an asterisk beside that. This is a full 6,000 pound rated machine, 42 feet by our spec sheet. But if you look at our load chart, the actual rated capacity of this machine starts at 6,700 pounds. You actually can lift 6,700 pounds of this machine at 37 feet. And then it drops to 6,000 pounds at full lift. But I just wanted to put a footnote on that because certainly it does allow for additional capacity, even though it's rated at 6,000 pounds. Probably the spec station would say 6,700 pound capacity, but that's what the first rating allows you to do after 37 feet in the air. On the 8, it's a 43 feet of lift. The 210s are 44 feet and 56 feet. The outrigger is an option on the 8, and the 10 is standard on the 56, obviously for stability reasons.
Air tires?
Yeah, air tires standard. As I mentioned, this particular machine has a foam fill. There are also a variety of other tires that were offered, rock lug tires and special low-profile tires. We're not sure where we're going to go with that direction down the road. There were quite a multitude of options that they offered, and we're just going to assess, market and conditions. Obviously, the air tire foam fill option and rock lug is going to fill probably 90% of market demand.
But the chart 67 has a design now.
Yes, it is. Yep. Again, and that's the 37 feet raise that this machine will pick. Okay. Want to do a turn around, Mike? Yes. Oh, just a second. I'll just get this for you. nomenclature on the boom. It says VR-642D. D is the Tier 3, C was Tier 2, D was Tier 1. Okay. On the front end carriage, we have a top-mounted tilt cylinder that we believe is in the best position for protection in terms of exposure. Standard carriage, quick disconnect arrangement. The carriage is similar to our friendly competitors, run 48, 60, 72 on this, and same with the fork length, 48, 60, and 72 on the fork. Option-wise, on the front end, auxiliaries are an option, as I'll go through some of the other options in a little while. This particular machine is a standard 48 carriage. This unit is pretty well a grassroots base unit, other than the foam-filled tire. It's standard equipment the way you're seeing it right now. The cab is supplied by Safety Cab. In the open configuration you're looking at right now, it does allow for a fully enclosed cab option, and this is fairly easy for field installation on a retro if required in the field by a dealer or customer. Standard equipment allows for this machine both on the glass on the rear and obviously on the right side for minimizing the EV level for the operator. Mentioned it was a power shift transmission, 3-speed, shift on the column, T12000 series transmission. Good operating room, low center of gravity for getting up to the cab. From the operator's point of view, the VR Series runs a single joystick lever, fully hydraulic proportional control, so all your boom, lift, and tilt functions are on the one lever on the cab. We offer standard 3-inch seat belt on the cab itself.